My screen here, I've got exactly what I would do to make £5,000 a month in the next 6 months as an online fitness coach. So grab a pen and paper and write this down if you're currently a personal trainer who wants to see more success with their online business. So step number one is you're going to need 25 clients who pay you £199 a month for online coaching. For some newer personal trainers, they'll hear those kind of numbers and say, who's going to pay me £200 a month for online coaching? Well, think about it this way. Most personal trainers on average in the UK, it's going to average out to around £50 a session for a 1 hour PT session, give or take. Some are lower, some are higher, but let's say £50 on average. So that is the equivalent of one session a week in the gym. So for anyone that says that £200 a month is too high, well, it's the equivalent of someone seeing a PT in the gym for 1 hour and saying, good luck, see you next week. Whereas if you get an online coach, you get accountability Monday to Friday, you get a weekly check-in over the weekend, you get your nutrition done for you, which is worth thousands. So as a minimum, if you're just starting out or fairly new to online coaching, then £199 a month is a good place to start. And if you have 25 clients paying you $200 a month, that's going to be the equivalent of a 5K month, okay? So to get these numbers, you're going to need to sign 2 clients a week over the next 25 weeks. So in the next 6 months, let's say 24, 25 weeks, you're going to need to sign at least 2 clients every single week, okay? And then we can allow for maybe losing half of those clients along the way. It's unlikely that if you sign 50 clients in the next 6 months that you lost half of them, but I just want to make this video like super realistic and maybe just cover like the worst case scenario. Because if that was to happen, in 6 months' time, you would have 25 active clients paying you $200 a month, and that would be your 5K a month. Okay, so how do we get those 2 clients? You're going to need to book 5 calls a week, which will work out to around 1 sales call a day. So if let's say 80% of those calls to show up each week, that'll mean you can take 4 sales calls. So for example, you go into your DMs today and you book 1 sales call. And you do that tomorrow, you do it on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Don't even take the weekends into consideration. Obviously, out of those 5 calls, those 5 people that confirm, like not all 5 are going to show up. You're going to lose at least 1 of them along the way. So let's say 4 of those calls go ahead and you convert on the phone for say 50% or higher. That means for every 2 calls you take, you're going to sign 1 client. Meaning if you take 4 calls and your conversion rate is at 50%, then you should sign 2 clients that week. All right. So how do we get that many calls booked? You're going to need to start at least 20 conversations a day. Okay. I've got a list here of places you can look. This could be your IG followers, your LinkedIn connections. This could be your WhatsApp contacts. This could be lapsed PT clients. This could be members of your gym. Let's say you're a PT in the gym. You could literally just go walk up to someone, ask them about their training, ask them if they follow you on Instagram. If they don't follow you on Instagram, ask them to follow you on Instagram. Have a conversation with them. Find out what their goals are, what their struggles are, and then book them in for a call. Other places to look are post likers, friends of friends, people in the real world, like your barber, your hairdresser, the guy or girl that does your nails. Like, people are literally everywhere. The rule that I usually say is like, everyone is a lead. If you want to start the conversation with a stranger, let's say on Instagram, you just say, hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Did someone refer you or did I pop up on your explore page? Okay, once they reply, you can just go into like an easy framework. The framework that I use is this. Find out what their goal is. Find out what their biggest struggle is. Find out what they do for work. Have they worked with a coach before? Do they want some help? And then which 2 days can they speak? The reason why I don't want you to send like a link to book in for a call is because people are lazy and people are skeptical. Instead of sending a link, what you should do is just offer them 2 days. For example, you'd say, I can take calls tomorrow or Wednesday, which is better for you? And then when you book the call, to get them to sign up on the call, here are the words you say. You pre-frame the call. You ask them why you and why now. You find out how deep their pain is. So find out like where they're at. Like imagine like Hell Island. So imagine like an island of where they don't want to be. Then you want to find out how big their vision is, like where they want to go. So let's say you've got Hell Island, Heaven Island, what's the gap? Show them what you think they need, find out what they think they need, and then present your program and how it solves their problems. So for example, when you are sharing your workout plans, the problem that solves is them not knowing how to train or what to train. In terms of nutrition coaching, the problem that solves is maybe right now they're eating clean or they're just like eating randomly. But if they have nutrition coaching, they're going to know what to eat and how. Drop the price at the end. And most importantly, this is where so many personal trainers go wrong when it comes to growing an online business. They don't take payment on the call. And it's typically because they're scared. But I want you to decide, would you rather be scared and take the payment, or be scared and not take the payment and end up losing the sale and staying in the gym forever and never building a successful online business? So I know it's scary, but if you ask for the payment and people pay on the call, you'll just sign more clients and you will help more people. And it's better for them because they actually commit to their goals at this point. The next thing to do is consider what happens when you have 25 clients. Well, you're going to need to serve them through weekly check-ins, daily support. Maybe you're going to do like a weekly call on Zoom with the other guys and girls. Maybe you're going to add them into a community on WhatsApp or Telegram to like bring them all together. And fundamentally just focus on getting them a world-class service, like delivering a world-class service and getting them world-class results. Like that's how you're going to be able to build this business. So to recap, you're going to spend the next 25 weeks booking 1 call a day. That means 5 calls a week with 4 that go ahead. You'll need to close 2 out of the 4 of those. And maybe you have to book more calls unless you get better at sales, or maybe you can just do some sales practice with one of your buddies who's a personal trainer. Get your sales conversion rate to 50%. And then best case scenario, in 6 months, you'll have at least 25 clients. And worst case scenario, even if you only have 25 clients, you're still going to be making 5K a month because you'll have 25 clients paying you $200 a month. So you have 3 options right now. You can either watch this video and listen to me and do nothing, which isn't cool. You're not here to watch these videos and just get motivated. I want you to take action. You can try and do this on your own and see how it goes, and like more power to you. Better idea, message me the word YouTube on Instagram at Fitness Business Coaching, and we can have a chat and I can run you through my mentorship program where I've built all the systems, all the processes, I've got all the scripts, like everything you need to succeed in the online space. I can just give it to you. So you have those 3 options. You can message me the word YouTube on Instagram so I know where you've come from, and we can chat about your online business. And if you're just happy watching the video, fine. Just make sure to like it, leave a comment below, and subscribe so you catch the next one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next.